Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is the 17th of October 2018 and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. This is the first time to my channel. My name is Kathy and this is a completely general reading. I'm just feeling into a few of the general astrological aspects and then I have the tarot to see what other messages want to come through. But if you've been guided here today, there could be a message here for you, but please don't give your power away to any tarot reader or even any astrological aspect. We get to choose in every single moment of our lives what we do. And if we're truly quiet and still and mindful, we're going to be guided to our greatest expansion and experience this lifetime. So I really want to make clear that just not to give your power away to anything. So we've had a bit of a crash with YouTube today. I tried to upload this earlier. It didn't happen, so I had to refilm it. It's all good. It's totally fine. You know, everything's always perfect and all that. But what I wanted to bring that up for is, for me, it triggered something. It triggered the fact that we expect things to work the way we want it to work in any given moment, and it's always important to sit with ourselves when we're triggered by something not going the way we want it to go. You know, we have Moon in Capricorn is squared Uranus and Taurus today, so Capricorn is also is about ambition and status and working towards your goals. And Moon is about emotion, and Uranus can be that sudden shift, and because it's Taurus, it's about earthly, anything in the physical world. So, you know, your moods could have been kind of erratic today. Like I felt it interesting that it triggered an emotional response. It was really mild, but it was, and I caught it straight away, given the fact that I've done a lot of work on myself, so I always know when something invokes an emotional response in me that I need to just have a little bit of a look at it and go, hey, that's interesting. I'm not as still and as balanced as I thought I was. But yeah, with the YouTube crashing, it was a sense of frustration that come up for me, expecting things to work the way I want them to work in any given moment. But you know, when we're still, when we're whole, when we're healed, nothing external will affect us. You know, and I'm feeling grateful because I'm moving through these energies really quickly. Like, it comes up, I acknowledge it, and it's gone. I actually had a laugh at myself. It was funny. It was pretty funny. It's like, oh my God, are you seriously getting annoyed about this? And then it was gone. Yeah. Feels good to laugh at yourself, have compassion for yourself, and actually I ended up doing something way more fun, reading books under a giant fig tree with my almost 4-year-old, and then come back to do it later. Right now the sun's shining through my window and everything's fine, and you know, everything's always perfect. And if we sink into the stillness and the emptiness of each moment, nothing can really faze us. We meet it there, and yeah, it might invoke an emotional response. And we feel it, we feel the uncomfort, or we feel the elation, whatever emotional response it triggers. But if it takes us away from our sense of stillness and centeredness, takes away from our well-being, then we know it's something that we need to really go inward about and really look at. Because we do have that Moon Uranus, so sudden shifts, but it can lead to enlightenment. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I went through it straight away, and it was like, wow, I'm still letting external experiences, external conditions affect my internal balance. And it's cool to sit with that and go, hey, okay, okay, I can work with that. It's okay. And just go back to that love of self. You know, always come back to that love of self. And yeah. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Nothing does. And anyway, so back to the astrological aspects of today. What else is going on? We have Moon in Capricorn, sextile Chiron and Pisces. Chiron's in retrograde. It's gone back to Pisces. It was in Aries. We also got the moon moving into Aquarius at 6:36 p.m. tonight. So that's not long. That's Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Okay. Okay. Got that? It's a bit confusing. So moon in Capricorn, sextile Chiron and Pisces. Okay. What did I get from this? So I took a few notes, but nothing really fired up in me to grasp onto what this could mean. It's to do with spirituality. And what come through for me when I was writing down the notes is, if you're incorporating your sense of spirituality into your goals and ambitions and who you are, like you might be a teacher, a spiritual teacher, some things could come up today, like some awareness that you've had about some aspect of yourself that perhaps still isn't, it's deep, it's still not quite healed. It's diving into it. It's diving into what brings up fear for you. Is there something that you still fear? Is something that you're feeling really deeply vulnerable about with regard to your ambitions, towards your emotions surrounding your goals and your status, how you feel about yourself in the community, in the wider world. So it's diving into that and getting to a place of self-acceptance, always coming back to that radical acceptance. Firstly, acceptance of self, because we can only accept things in others when we've accepted them in ourselves. I say this every day because everyone we meet is but a mirror to us. Yeah. So I have this Psychic Tarot by John Holland here today, and I'll just allow whatever cards want to come through. I hear that there's kind of like a striving for balance. We also have the Moon in Capricorn sextile Jupiter and Scorpio. So there's a sense of wanting, and this is the Uranus energy. Their cards are flying out. So this is like the Tower. There's a disruption. Something shakes the foundations of your world today. But it can lead to transformation, I'm hearing. Sun squared Pluto and Capricorn. So Sun in Libra squared Pluto and Capricorn. This is, and that Uranus and Taurus squared Moon in Capricorn as well. Yeah, it's to do with how you feel about yourself, how you feel the community sees you, your status, your role in the community. There's a disruption to that today. So maybe there's a shift in firstly yourself and then how others see you. Yeah, it's a real striving for balance today between, I'm hearing relationships between opposing points of view. And it's a feeling of letting go of the need to please everybody, to be everything to everybody. You can never be everything to everybody. You need to be that everything to yourself first. You need to come from that full cup overflowing before you really have anything of true deep substance to give other people. And we have this sense of this is this the sun? I always get the sun and the star mixed up. I believe this is the star. Yeah, because it comes after. It is the star because it comes after, straight after this, 16, 17. That's really powerful. All right. Okay, so after this disruption, after this acknowledgement that you've got something's shaking your world, but it's leading to a sense of enlightenment, yeah. And that's what happened today with the Kuan Yin. It wasn't Kuan Yin, it was a Power of Flowers card, the Lotus that I pulled earlier. That's, you will see it on my channel. Enlightenment through transformation. So this is this energy. This is healing. This is understanding your unlimited nature, that you are but stardust, that there's always going to be disruptions. There's always going to be experiences for you to learn a particular lesson, for you to heal, for you to bring more light into your life, to bring more of who you truly are into your life. That self-realization, that feeling of knowing oneself, accepting oneself, and therefore being able to be accepting of life and everything it brings you, to meet everything with love and compassion and kindness. But first you got to be able to do that for yourself, like today with, you know, feeling really weird about not being able to upload to YouTube, just sitting with it and kind of laughing at myself. I was talking to my kids about it, going, they were laughing at me, but they were like, you know, oh no, YouTube. But you know, it's really like we're get so immersed in things that we don't realize that they've actually got a little bit of power in our lives, like we've allowed them to. It's really funny. And we've got a new perception now through this disruption, through this healing, this new sense of light. We have a new perception. I can now see. I was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace. So yeah, we have a whole new perception. We're seeing through new lenses. We're seeing through lighter. The shadows are gone. Something's been shaken up. Some unconscious pattern. You know how like we can totally shift our perception when we've had some energy healing and when we've released an unconscious behavior or an you know, a deeply held belief that wasn't serving us, was making us see life through you know, tainted lenses, dirty lenses. Our lenses needed a really serious clean. And we have the sacral, so we've allowed emotion to come through. Like we've allowed, because Moon in Capricorn, you can be kind of stoic. You can be kind of emotionally distant. Hey, keep away, you know, I'm cool, I'm calm, I don't need to express my emotions. But sacral chakra is here to say, yeah, you do. In whatever way you want to do that. This is creativity, this is movement, this is allowing your body to move the emotion out. You don't necessarily have to speak it. You can allow it to come up through that fire and the heart, and then out through the throat chakra, where you're able to really express this creativity, express this emotion that really wants to come out. And that leads to a fulfillment of wishes. This is the Nine of Cups. So expressing or allowing your emotion through this new perception, through something that's crumbled away, where you can really get to a point of overcoming psychological barriers here. You see something completely differently. Because there could have been this could have been a potential like power struggle here, a conflict, or something that happened externally that triggered you into a sense of enlightenment, a sense of, you know, wow, an epiphany, yeah? A complete epiphany about who you are and how you allow things outside of yourself to affect you. You're getting to more of a depth of perception with this Jupiter Scorpio. It's all about expansion, Jupiter and Scorpio, getting deep into what it means. What does that mean? What does it mean to be your most expansive expression? So you can really dive into your deep shadows here to allow them to be illuminated, to become that natural detective of yourself and of others. And like having that Moon in Capricorn there, it's a sense of being focused on duties and responsibilities and getting where you want to go, but also understanding that this sacral energy, this emotional energy, if it's balanced between the Scorpio and the Capricorn, you allow some of that emotion, that depth of your character to magnetically enhance your ability to reach your goals, the ability to propel yourself forward. Why are you doing what you're doing? Isn't it something to do with how you want to feel? So I'm hearing that as we move into the Moon in Aquarius, this sense of knowing, this sense of gaining enlightenment through some epiphany that's come through, some healing to do with your spiritual growth. There's a transformation. It's to do with power. It's to do with having control over your own, I'm hearing having control over your own emotional expression. You get to feel any way you choose to feel. You get to react any way you choose to react. And there could be, you know, there could be a time where you feel like a little emotionally off kilter today. But again, this is enlightenment. This is sacrifice. This is the Hanged Man. So I'm just going to read this one because I love his depiction of this. John Holland's depiction of this in the Psychic Tarot. Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time where you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life that you cannot control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from this different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you can't control, heal and leave the past behind. Move towards your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. I have a Universal Love Oracle here too. Yeah, it's pretty cool to like pause and really sit with and contemplate any newness that you're welcoming into your life. There's no need to rush. Wonder, sit with, acknowledge your feelings, because miracles are abound. There's miracles everywhere. When we release the need, when we release expectations, when we open up, when we're curious, when we allow the flow of love and life to come in, when we open ourselves up to golden opportunities and new paths in front of us, this is when we allow magic and miracles into our lives. The challenges that you face now are crucial to your future success. Sometimes things are tipped on their head so a new perspective is visible. A cycle ends and a new one begins. And with a new beginning, a miracle unfolds. For you deserve to have, to be, and have what your soul desires. Life is a miracle, and every moment is a blessing. Sometimes a moment is all it takes for everything to change for the better. Yay, magic reading. I love how the sun is shining in the window too. So the other one wasn't meant to upload, yeah. It's all good, everything's always perfect. We just need to sink back into now and just allow things to be as they are. Anyway, we get to choose how we react in any given moment. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I shall see you tomorrow. Big love.